good evening, everybody. Welcome to Barron Ice Arena in Barron, Wisconsin for tonight's WIAA girls hockey game. It is the St. Croix Fusion on the road tonight against the Fusion or the Hayward Hurricanes. We are in Barron. Hayward co-ops with Barron for their girls hockey, so they do play a few games over here at the Barron Ice Arena. Actually, I've never been in this rink before. Pretty nice little building here. They've got a great setup across from us for the crowd. It's not super frigid in here. I mean, it's cold. It's an ice rink, but it's not terrible. Really nice facility here tonight, and should be a dandy of a hockey game. Here's your tail of the tape tonight. Hayward comes into this contest 8-7-2 overall. They're giving up 2.5, or they're scoring 2.53 goals per game, giving up 1.59. They've played a ton of very, very competitive hockey games. Your Fusion tonight come into this game 13-4 overall, scoring 3.94 per game and giving up 1.59. So this should be, I think it's going to be a dandy of a game. This Hayward team, they've had Reese Sheehan over the last few years scoring, 50, 60 points a season. So they're trying to fill that void, but they've done a really good job of keeping their games tight. They like to play the 3-1, 3-2 type of games. Adam Lindis here with me tonight, and we'll have Andrew Nelson on the camera.
Starting lineup.
The Hayward High School and WIAA have a long-standing reputation for quality sports competition, outstanding athletes, and good sportsmanship. In order to retain that reputation and to make it a positive educational experience, we ask that athletes, coaches, and fans demonstrate respect and good sportsmanship throughout tonight's contest. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated.
You like to see the other side of the coin, like to see someone else's respected, you can pop up,
Please
get
enjoy
going.
tonight's game in a
Nowhere else to
positive
watch
manner.
it.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup.
Time for
The
Fusion
visiting
starts.
Fusion. At forward, number 4, Jane Bolden.
Jane Bolden, you got to start for the Fuse.
At forward, number 9, Lily Mill.
Lily in the middle.
At forward, number 15, Chloe Rosler.
Chloe Rosler.
At defense, number 11, Oakley Haldor.
Get the start.
At defense, number 14, Eleanor Adams. And in goal number 1, Caitlin Gustafson. The Fusion are coached by head coach Matt Tran.
1.58 goals per game. The Hurricanes.
And now for your Hayward Hurricanes. At center, number 8, a senior, Colby Springer. At forward, number 7, a senior, Abby Elliott.
Senior, number 7.
At forward, number 14, a junior, Olivia Webster.
And a junior, number 14, Olivia Webster. She is their leading goal scorer, 13 goals per game, 19 points in the season. On the blue line, number 24, Cynthia Hart. And number 2, Harper Sheehan. And number 33, McKenna Hutchinson in that tonight for the Hurricanes. Hutchinson with a .947 save percentage, giving up just 1.46 per contest. So really, really good goalies in that tonight for both these teams. Should be a dandy. Let's pause here for the national anthem.
We honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, the Let's Play Hockey Salutes gone out, so we're ready to rock here in Barron. It's Chris Larson along with Adam Lindis with Andrew Nelson on camera. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Hope to deliver you a great broadcast tonight here in Barron. One thing to note, Ella Stanley missing tonight. I believe she is ill, hopefully getting better, and I'm sure her and her family are watching right now.
Yeah,
so
that's the time of season it is.
Hello to the Stanleys, and we'll see how the coaching staff chooses to kind of fill that gap throughout the game here tonight.
Oh.
Getting all set here to go in Barron. Crowd filing in, a bunch of people in the warm seats. They got a really nice area inside to watch on the upper deck and on the lower platform of the facility. So lots of warm seats in this building as well. The Hayward crew out around their net. They'll head for the bench. Officials are ready to go. Looks like the same officiating crew we had at the JV game. And again, you're running these ref games up here in this neck of the woods. It's one crew for both games, and these guys out here are working hard to
not bad though. I think it was a
yeah,
pretty,
they did a great job.
Did a great job.
Yeah,
good game. And
yep. Let them play.
Yeah.
Things get a little out of hand. You got to raise the hand, but for the most part, let's go. So it'll be Middle against Colby Springer here at the dot for your opening face-off tonight. Middle wins the draw. Back to Adams. Adams along the near side takes a look around, goes D to D, cross ice. Over to Holdorf. Holdorf back to Adams. Adams all the way up the ice from Middle. Middle gets a stick on it, and she's going to chase it down in front of the net. Hutchinson settles it down, sends it behind her net. Picked up by Springer. Springer fires the Canes out into the neutral zone. They'll send it deep, and now Adams will go back behind her net. Gustafson taking a look. Adams loses her footing, but right back up. Canes trying to get something going. They'll send it out to the point, but can't find the handle. That one's going to come all the way back. Should be icing. And it will be. So the Fuse will have a D-zone draw here. They'll bring out Dexheimer, Jenna Volgren, and Mo Kivel. Mo Kivel will take the draw.
Both teams bringing some speed right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some back and forth.
Kivel comes into this game, 23 points on the season, 12 and 11. Fires that one down. Both Volgren sisters, you made note of it when we were going through, tied for points for third place. Jenna with 22, 8 goals, 14 assists. Jane with 22, 12, and 10.
Yeah, and when we interviewed them, we asked them what they thought about the
Dexheimer with a great shot.
The points being so close, and they both they don't really play the points as sisters.
Yeah,
me and my brothers would have been a different conversation.
Absolutely. Good human beings, both those kids.
Yes, absolutely.
Over to Dexheimer. Dexheimer out ahead to Kiv. Now Jenna Volgren brings it in. Lions fires, saved by Hutchinson. Canes trying to get it going back the other way. Kendra Harmon pressuring. Puck out into the neutral zone. Harmon coming back for it again. Now Emerson Lindis chasing along with DeLong. DeLong puts the pressure on. Puck coming along to the near side now, right up the half wall. Harmon. Now here comes Lindis with speed across the blue line. Nice pressuring there by Lindsay Pencover for Hayward. Lindis catching up with it. Great centering pass for DeLong. Puck out to Holdorf. Holdorf picks it up at the blue line. Sends it back down to Lindis. Lindis back to Holdorf. Holdorf kicks it out. DeLong fires.
Oh, it was right there.
Yeah, that was looking good. Emerson was coming through there and almost had a second shot at it. Harmon coming back down along the near side. Now picked up by Kaylee Lansing. Lansing sends it down back behind the net. DeLong chasing it on the far side. Hayward sends it down, picked up in the neutral zone by Holdorf. Holdorf taking a look around, being patient. Tried to hit Middle, but just off the edge of her stick. Middle still pressuring, puck out to the neutral zone. Webster with it. Webster will cross the blue line for the Canes. Lansing able to settle down. Webster fires. That one goes back behind the net. Looked like it was going into the net from our angle, but luckily on the back side. Lansing covering up, gets a stick on the puck there. Gathered up by the Canes. Canes will swing it back over to the near side. Fusion trying to get in their breakout. Middle, circling. Lansing will come back behind her own net. Fires it up to Jane Volgren. Volgren goes cross ice, will bounce it off the boards in the stretch pass to Ralston. Ralston able to get that puck deep, and she'll head for the bench for the change. Volgren still out there pressuring. She knocks that puck down. Kane's able to get it out in the neutral zone, picked up by Mo Kivel. Puck swinged over, stolen by Kivel. Kivel across the blue line. Now picked up by the Canes. Here they come back the other way. They'll cross the center stripe, fire it down. Munson gathers it up. Munson up ahead to Kivel. Kivel crosses the blue line, lines, fires, saved by Hutchinson. Hutchinson. Puck out to Adams. Adams able to settle it down. Trying to center up, but nobody home. Canes get out in their breakout. They'll fire that one down. Should be icing.
Yep.
And it will be. Ozone draw coming up for the Fusion. 13:02 to play. We're scoreless here in the first period.
That was a nice setup there by the Canes, though. They missed the pass, but if they had connected, that would have been a tough one. That was a quick breakout.
Put the D on their heels. Fusion come out with Lindis, DeLong, and Harmon. These are Munson and Adams. Harmon picking it up. She'll skate it behind the net. Harmon trying to center it up. Head DeLong there. Put some pressure on Hutchison. Here come the Canes back the other way. DeLong pressuring on the far side. Canes get it down deep. Adams will go behind her net, scoop it up. Adams looking for Lindis, and just a little bit too much smoke on that one. That'll be icing on the Fuse. Puck's going to come back down on our end. We'll get another draw here. 12:36 to play. Just joining us, JV won 3-1 in the early game. Audrey Gulick with 2 goals, Emma Larson with 1. 3-1 victory as that JV team continues winning hockey games. Colby Springer to take the draw here for the Hurricanes. Volgren picks it up the center stripe. Volgren looking for some space, gets to the slot, fires. Great deflection by the Hurricane defender, and then Hutchison cleans it up. Puck back out in the neutral zone, middle, able to get a stick on it. Now Ralston with it. Ralston dumps it off for Lily Middle. Middle turns, takes a look, tries to get the puck up to the defender as Kivel was coming on, but the Canes able to get it back down on the other end. And Gustafson says, enough with this. We'll cover and get a whistle, settle everything down with 12:04 to go. And the Fuse will swap them out again. It'll be Volgren along with Dexheimer and Mo Kivel. Adams out there defensively along with Holdorf. Holdorf fires it up the boards. Gustafson drops it off for Adams. Adams takes a look around, shot from the point, and KG will settle that one down. Cynthia Hart from the point. Hart's a freshman, played quite a bit of the JV game, and out there putting a lot of minutes on at the varsity level as well. She plays a wheel with a lot of the girls from the Fusion. Fuse fire that one out in the neutral zone. Jenna Volgren trying to chase it down along with Mo Kivel. Puck comes up along the near side. Dexheimer tried to step in there. Adams working through traffic. Here comes Penskover for the Canes. She fires. Nice work there by Holdorf, just trying to get in front of that one. And I don't know if she got it, but she made enough of a barricade there to make it a tough shot for Penkover. Up the ice to Jenna Volgren. Jenna couldn't quite find the handle on that one. Picked up by Harper Sheehan. And now Hart with it on the near side. Kendra Harmon pressuring. Lindis jumps in. Puck out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Sid Kivel. Kivel drops it off for Holdorf. Holdorf tried to throw the touchdown pass to Harmon, but it's knocked down by the Canes. Picked up by Holdorf. Holdorf up the boards to Harmon. Harmon gets it to Lindis. Lindis trying to work it across the blue line. Nice defensive play there by the Canes, but Lindis gets back to it. Nice centering look there to Harmon. Harmon back over to Lindis. Lindis out to the point. Kivel steps up, able to knock it down, keep it in for now. Still battling. DeLong jumps in. Puck back out to the neutral zone, picked up by Sophia Munson. Munson up the ice to Lindis. Lindis trying to dump it down deep, but picked up by the Canes, and now Munson will send it back the other way. Canes right back out in the neutral zone. Harmon gathers it up. Skates it in. Wines, fires. Nice play defensively there by number 9, Zandra Land. Land with 13 points in the blue line this season for the Canes. Puck up to Harmon. Harmon gathers it up. Now Munson ahead to DeLong. Back to Munson. Munson. Puck gets picked off by Webster. And we got an offsides call, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 9:51 remaining here in the first period. Scoreless game, and this is kind of the way the Canes like to play the game. Play it in the neutral zone, keep this game tight. They don't want this thing to be a shootout. They want to keep this a 2-1 type of hockey game. That's their style, and Fuse need to keep putting the pressure on. It's 5-2 shots so far, not quite midway through the first period in favor of the Fusion. Middle to take the draw. Out there with Volgren and Ralston. Back to middle. Middle. Back to Holdorf. Holdorf takes a look around, fires it up to James Volgren. Can't connect, but that one's going to get on net, so no icing. Middle, pressuring. Puck bounces around to the near side. Ralston's there. Kaylee Lansing steps in. Lansing gets a stick on it, but the puck trickles out in the neutral zone. Cross ice. Great pass there by number 9. That was Zandra Land. She's got 11 assists, and you can see why right there. Just a great look across the ice there. But offsides is the call, and we'll bring it back out in the neutral zone. Middle to take the draw. Same crew out there for the Fusion. Holdorf and Lansing, the D's. Puck back to Lansing. Lansing fires it up into the neutral zone. Great move there by Springer. Springer winds, fires, tough angle shot. Nothing doing there. They'll have to regroup in the neutral zone. Picked up by number 28, Olivia Holzman-Byrne. And now gathered up by Lansing. Lansing across center ice trying to hook up with Volgren. Puck picked up by Mo Kibble now. Mo tried to drop it off, but nobody home.
Oh, no.
Another turnover in the neutral zone. Drop pass. Kibble able to send that out in the neutral zone just to kind of let the Fusion settle down defensively here. Dexheimer trying to catch up with this one. Still battling. Puck back to Gustafson. Lansing is back there now as well. Lansing. Now it'll come along to the near side. Haldorf in the near side corner. Battling for the puck. Dexheimer jumps in. Hurricanes able to keep it in. They'll send it back down deep. Haldorf from behind her own net fires it up to Jenna Volgren. Volgren up to Kivel. Kivel working through traffic, crosses the blue line, tried to dump it for Jenna, but Jenna was heading to the net. Jenna gathers it back up along the far side boards over there. Still working. 2 Canes trying to take it away from her. Kivel scoops it up behind the net. Kivel trying to get it to Dexheimer up front. Canes able to take it away. Canes working hard down below the line there. 2 players on 1 down below the line. That one's going to go all the way down. They're going to call the Fuse for ice. So we'll get a D-zone draw here. 7:36 to go first period. Scoreless game. It'll be Adams and Munson, the D's. Lindis, Harmon, and DeLong, the forwards. KG from her perch in the blue paint. Lindis to take the draw. She's going up against Colby Springer. Lindis working it forward. Puck out to the point. Hurricanes send it back down. Gathered up by Land. Trying to send it out the point. Nobody home, but they get back in time, just in time. Here come the Fuse back the other way. Harmon with it. Harmon sends it up, and they wave the icing off. Harmon looking for Lindis. Lindis had kind of turned to the middle to try to give Harmon some room, but not quite on the same page. Picked up by Harmon now. Harmon firing it deep, and it'll be offsides on the Fuse. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. 6:58 to go here in the first period. Fusion on the road in Hudson on Thursday night. They'll bring that one all the way out to center ice. So Thursday night in Hudson. And then we're back in Baldwin on Saturday with Superior coming to town. Jane Volgren dumps it down deep. Ralston, Volgren dropping down. Picked up by Middle in the neutral zone. Middle dumps it off to Sid Kivel. Kivel goes up the boards, but Volgren had peeled off. Canes get a shot, picked up by Sid Kivel once again. Kivel up ahead to Ralston. Ralston stretch pass out to Jane Volgren. Volgren will cross the blue line. Nice stick there by Hart. Back to Volgren. Volgren to the point. Kivel winds, fires, bumps it through a bunch of traffic, picked up by Jane Volgren on the far side. Volgren sends it back behind the net. Over to Middle. Middle takes a look around, pressured by Hart. Middle centering up to Ralston. She was right there, put it right on her stick. And here come the Canes back the other way. Jane Volgren had a shot at it too and just couldn't quite gather it to get a shot off. But great centering pass there by Lily Middle. In Middle, we talk about those goals all the time. She's scored a lot of them this season, but she is a great passer as well. 11 goals, 12 assists. Shot wide of the net. Picked up. Here comes Dexheimer. Fires it up looking for Kivel. Nice defensive play there by the Canes. Number 9, Xandra Land, kind of putting a stop to the rush there. Canes will just send it deep. Again, they're more than happy to play this kind of slow it down game. They don't need to bring it to the net. They just want to send it deep, keep the puck in your end. That's what they want to do. Nice play by Jenna Volgren, kind of putting a stop to that. It was number 28, Olivia Holzman-Byrne, flying down the ice, and Jenna just put the body in front. Fusion trying to get this thing on the other side of that blue line. There we go. Cleared it out. Come back out to Land. Dexheimer trying to center it up to Kiv. Didn't quite make it down. Nice stop there. Jenna Volgren just getting the body and then the skates in front of it. Volgren gathers it up, but she's attacked by 3 white shirts. A lot of Canes over there, not a lot of Fuse over on that far side.
Dang near ripped her stick right out of her hands.
Kivel pressuring with Harmon. Fusion kind of in the middle of a change. Kivel just kind of skating back, making sure everything's okay before she comes to the bench. Shot and a save by Gustafson. She'll get the cover, and we'll get a whistle here with 4:14 to go first period. Scoreless game here in Barron, Wisconsin, just north of Highway 8. Not by far.
Not by much.
Yeah, about maybe, I don't know, half mile north of Highway 8. I think it does. I think it does. Different zoning up here. Lindis to take the draw. How many club 8s are there in Wisconsin? Got to be a lot of them. A lot of club 8s. It's a fun drive.
Yep.
Lindis just battling to get that puck deep. Great job by Emerson. Emerson scooping it up on the far side. Tried to drop it off there for Sophia. Puck back to Sophia.
The referee.
Back out here come the Canes. Reese Duncan with it. Duncan drops it off. Great defensive play coming back there by the Fusion. They'll go back behind the net. Holdorf gets a stick on it. Harmon coming over, trying to clear it out. Puck out in the neutral zone. Lindis pressuring. Back onto the stick of Holdorf. Holdorf over to Adams. Adams up the ice looking for Lindis, but it was behind her, and that one will go all the way down for an icing. So we'll get a D-zone draw here. 3:15 to go. Both teams will swap them out. For the Fusion, it'll be Middle, Ralston, and Jane Volgren. And it'll be Sid Kivel out there defensively with Holdorf. Oh, that's Munson. Kivel and Munson. Munson with it. Fuse playing 5Ds tonight, so sometimes those combinations get a little mixed up. Picked up by Jane Volgren. Gathered at the blue line by the Hurricanes. Munson takes a look around. Just trying to chip it up the boards to Jane. Couldn't quite get there. Back over to the near side now. Fusion battling to get this puck cleared out. Off the gear of Sid Kivel. Kivel bounced it up to Ralston. Ralston Up ahead to middle. Middle to Volgren. Volgren across the blue line. Get in. Fuse kind of in the middle of a change. Dexheimer is on. Lansing is on as well. That puck's going to come back into our end. Holdorf gathers it up, fires it cross ice over to middle. Middle, trying to get it to Dexheimer. Didn't get all of that pass. Back out in the neutral zone. Canes gather it back up. They go over to Land. Land working through traffic. Fires from downtown. That one goes just wide of the net. Holdorf able to get a body. Dexheimer working on that one now, picked up by Jane Volgren. Volgren will skate it behind her own net, take a look around, bounce it up the boards, picked up in the neutral zone by the Canes, and they'll just send it back down deep, right off of Holdorf. Holdorf takes a look around, gives it to Dexheimer. Dexheimer tried to go cross ice for Jane Volgren, now gathered up by Mo Kivel. Volgren comes off. Kivel working through traffic lines, fires, and a save by Hutchison. And we get a whistle with 1:34 to play here in the first period. And again, this is the pace that the Hurricanes want to play. It's a 4-7 shots kind of game. They like to play it out in the neutral zone, keep the game low scoring. And the Fusion have had a hard time kind of getting this puck down here deep and keeping it down here so far. No penalties so far in the game. Again, we saw that kind of in the JV game as well. Not a lot of penalties called in that game. So kind of the same story. They're kind of letting them play. And I wouldn't say this game has been, I haven't seen any penalties that they missed. I mean, it's been a pretty cleanly played game. Adams with it behind the net. Canes just trying to get themselves just a little opening. Working from behind the net again, and now we get a whistle. I think the net's off. I don't see an arm up.
I don't see it in the crease.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coach yells, "Quick, kicking the net off." The Hurricanes coach yelled that. Shot 7-5 in favor of the Fusion. Fuse trying to bring in a late substitution. Canes say no. So they bring Dexheimer back out. Tried to sneak Jane Volgren in there for the last minute. We get another whistle. You can bet that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Volgren with it along the far side board. She gets pinned up against the boards. Picked up by Munson. Munson with it. Up to Dexheimer. Dexheimer chips it out in the neutral zone. Puck comes right back down. Picked up by Adams now. Adams cross ice looking for Kivel. 43 seconds left. Volgren and Sid Kivel onto the ice now. Sid dumps it down and score. Oh my gosh, that was a goal, guys. That definitely bounced off the inside. I'm saying that's a goal. The official was on the other side of it.
We would have been offside, so we'll have to watch that too.
All right. Well,
I think
okay.
I think we would have been offsides.
I'm pretty sure that puck went in there. Volgren with it. Where the official was, he didn't. I mean, I had a great angle on it. He was on the other side of the ice. Adams with it. Less than 10 to go here in the period. Fusion looking for one last rush, but Canes able to shut it down, and we're going to go to the locker rooms all squared up. All zeros across the top of the scoreboard. 0-0, 0-0-0-0. Your shots 6-8 in favor of the Fusion, but unable to solve Hutchison there in the first period. And, yeah, she's coming in 9.47 save percentage, so basically giving up a goal every 20 or so shots. She's lights out, and just kind of looked that way so far. Caitlin, KG, pretty much same save percentage. So two really good goalies doing what good goalies do here tonight. We got some kids coming up for some interviews, so I'm going to step aside, let you guys handle that.
Here, let's check out that replay.
Let's check out that replay. Let's see that. Let's see that puck. Boom. Shot from Kivel. No, sir. No goal. The referee is always right. What do we always say up here? The ref is always right. All right, guys. We'll put the mics on. We've got Danny here right now.
Okay.
Here you go.
Ooh, thank All right, Fusion fans, as promised, little continuation of our coverage here, player interviews. We have joining us up in the booth. I'm trying to do multiple things at once here. We'll eventually get this figured out. All right, joining me in the booth, we have Danny Pellinger, number 25 for the JV, and Kylan Rutten, number 29. We will flip-flop here after a few questions, so they won't be the same questions. As you see, I just kind of wing it. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What year are you, Danny?
I'm a junior at River Falls.
Excellent. So at River Falls, how many years you been doing this hockey thing?
Last year was my first year.
I love it.
This is my second year.
Those lines stick up sometimes, trip you a little bit, because you've been known to slide across the ice.
Ooh.
Probably more than most.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
No, and in fairness, you did start the game a little bit later than what were you, like?
6th grade.
6th grade. Awesome. So with that, anything that for late bloomers that start hockey, any advice for them? Because there's girls that, hell, Reese did the same thing. You know, she came to us at 10 and said, hey, I want to try hockey. So any advice for younger skaters starting late?
Well, just because you start late doesn't necessarily mean that you're that far behind, as long as you just put in the effort.
I love it. I love it. Go hard and everything else kind of follows?
Yeah, just try your best.
Good stuff. Something I've noticed when you play with a tenacity where you're not afraid of blowing up a situation, running into people. What's your favorite part about hockey?
Ooh, probably like, I don't even know. I just like being on the ice with my friends, and like when a girl's in my way, I just like to hit them, I guess.
That's okay. We were talking earlier. It's a collision sport. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why you guys wear pads. So moving from throughout the years, you've been on multiple Madison trips. Oakley said that was one of her top moments. So of your 3 years playing at the Fusion level, what are 2 top moments that come to mind?
Probably the Madison tournament this year. It was pretty fun. I was with Kylan and McKenna. That was
Okay.
really fun. And then
Like room shenanigans?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
fun.
okay.
And
So that's
then
everything.
We all just got along well. Everything flowed together really nicely. And then I would have to say last year the JV tournament was pretty fun. I had to play goalie in it.
Come on. So you really do it all, because you're one of the few in practice, like Reese, I know, that you'll play forward, you'll play D.
If one of the forwards are missing, me and Reese are the first to fill in, because in games, the coaches usually have me and Reese play forward, but when everyone's there, we play defense, and then we'll probably play defense.
Do you have a preference, one way or the other?
I like playing forward just because I get to skate around more, and I just feel like I'm doing more, but I love defense because I kind of just I know what I'm doing more because I've practiced it longer, and I got switched to defense in like before I joined.
All good. All good. No. All right, so moving away from hockey now, some of the questions. Favorite stick brand?
That's not a question for me.
CCM?
I don't.
You
I
don't
don't
care?
know.
You just grab one and go?
I grab one, and if I'm comfortable with it, then it's good.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. I know Matt doesn't let you get away with
Energy
too many
drinks.
Energy drinks. What's going on there? Is this something that I should ask about?
We'll get in trouble.
Okay,
I
that's
can't answer anything about energy drinks.
And I try not to incriminate you guys or ask you a question that puts you in a tough spot. So let's go to school. You got 1 year left. We just went through open enrollment. What are you looking forward most to your senior year?
I'm really excited to play sports my senior year because it's my last year, and I feel like I just get to see the new people coming up, and then I get to see what I'm leaving them with and like help them fit in.
Awesome.
I don't
Awesome.
know. I'm excited for that, and then just more freedom.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with time running down here, any shout outs to any Fusion fans at home?
Hi, Mom. I know you're watching. Probably going to text me in a few minutes, but what's up? Thanks for
Awesome.
watching.
Awesome. All right, let's flip flop. You can stick around and listen to Kylan's if you want. That's up to you. Hands full.
There you go. Oh gosh.
Tiny head. Oh my gosh. Tiny head.
All right. Welcome, Kylan.
Hi.
Is it weird seeing yourself and hearing yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
A little?
In elementary school, actually, I used to do pep rallies and stuff for like just like our what do you call them? Like we do like a cares thing every once in a while for our kids, and I was up there a few times, and every time I had the microphone, it just felt so weird hearing myself in it and just like this. So
Okay.
it's kind of funny.
All good. You roll with it. It can be distracting. So a little bit about yourself. So you are a senior this year.
Yep, I'm a senior this year at SEC High School. Honestly, I'm actually really excited to be with these girls for the last year. I know these guys are my top, and honestly, this is like a family for me, my second family.
And that's something I've learned as well. The hockey family is something special because we relate to it, and I now understand it from a much different perspective, so I can only imagine as a player. So with that, family moments have ups and downs. What are some moments that you can remember of your years playing that were like, oh, this is a grind? And then the flip side to that, what are some of the top 2 moments?
I'm going to be honest here. So some of our good moments that we have with each other is like we're on the bus and we're having our fun, and some nights on our way back home we'll have the speaker on and listening to music and, you know, just jamming out. Some of us are asleep at that time.
And are
just
these
listening to
games or
our-
practices? Because some of you guys have bus shuttles all the time.
We do have buses to practices, but it's mainly our games that we do that every night. So, or not technically every night, but like every other, or so we have fun with that. But some of our like downs is like, I don't want to say it's like a lot of drama, but we have maybe just like a little bit of drama, and then we figure it out after like a week or so, and then we're good. So
Grown men in football locker rooms have drama, so it's okay. It's understandable. Everybody's changing in high school, so yeah, that makes sense. All right, so some favorite moments in hockey.
Some of my favorite moments that I have for hockey is just working together. Like during our practices, we start working together, we make each other better. And so one of my favorite moments of that is when TJ, our coach for JV, every time he's with us on the ice, he always has a smile on his face, and we love it. Like, we have our fun with him, and he jokes around, and we'll joke with him sometimes. And
That's
so.
cool. Is there a favorite drill you have? Because that's something talking with. I may have stepped in something here. All right, so let's go. Favorite drill and least favorite drill. Skating isn't a drill. That's just conditioning.
One of my favorite drills that we have on the team is, actually I have 2 favorites here. So one of them is our Lydia drill, and we work together on that. We have our fun, and then the other one would be our, the egg beater. That one's another one that I really like. It's so much fun, and we just go around and.
Part of the flowiness of hockey.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, as a senior here, as we kind of wind down, as a senior, you're wrapping up St. Croix Central High. Do you have plans moving forward or anything big set for graduation and the next step?
Well, my plans for after high school actually is my plan is to go to CVTC over in River Falls. So I like staying home. I like staying closer to home. Like, that's me, because if I have like a family emergency or something that's going on, I don't want to be like all the way across the state and having to either fly back or just waste gas mileage on coming home. So
Totally appreciate that. Now, we live in such a beautiful area. Why leave? Heck, we came back here from Colorado, and I'm finding things all over the place in
Yep.
western Wisconsin, so I don't blame you there. Any shout-outs to anybody out there in Fusion Hockey Land?
I want to give a shout out to actually my two favorites, Morgan and Oakley. They do very well together. I love them. They are like two of the best people that are out there, and they have a good spirit together. Like, it's perfect out there.
That's awesome. And Oakley did the JV, the interview. She was in the
Yep.
hot seat earlier, and she shared a lot of her experiences growing up with Kendall and just her leadership that she's had. So, well, the buzzer means we got to get moving. So I appreciate you guys coming up. Send a couple others up for the next intermission.
We definitely will. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thanks, guys.
You might want those.
We didn't get a chance to hear that interview. We were standing over there, but from where we were standing, it looked like a great interview. That might be the longest intermission interview we've ever had. Were like, man, we're going to kick those guys out. and I don't know if I've ever seen an interview where the interview subject said, good job. So you must have done a heck of a job, Andrew. I'll have to go back and watch that because that was – usually it's like you're trying to figure out enough questions to ask them to keep it going, but I don't think that was the problem here. Yeah. Right. Well, that was Kylan Rutten and Danny Pellinger and Mr. Andrew Nelson interviewing them, giving myself and Adam a little bit of a break there, just hanging up and getting some water. All right. Adam's going to go check out the camera. We're going to go, we call the base offense here for a while. Something going on with the far side goal camera. So he's going to go check that out, and we will bring you a second period action. It'll be myself and Mr. Andrew Nelson on the camera as they kind of let this ice set up. A little bit of water on the ice. Not too bad, though. I think we'll be going here in no time. Second period, so got the long change going on. The goaltender way over on the other side from where the bench is. So this is gets a little dicey here in this second period for both teams facing the long change. A little bit tougher though when you're the road team and you got the first change. Looks like the Fuse are going to go with that kind of hybrid line to start this period that they tried to get in there at the end of the first. It'll be the 9-4-12 line with the senior, 2 junior scorers. It'll be Adams and Holdorf defensively. Middle wins the draw back. Holdorf takes a look around, fires looking for middle. Jane Volgren trying to step in front of that one. Canes trying to get the puck deep. They'll scoop it up on their own blue line, get it up to number 14. It's Olivia Webster. And again, Canes love to play the game in the neutral zone. They're willing to give up those scoring opportunities just to keep you out of your offensive zone. Shot wide from Webster. Now Webster on the far side. We'll swing it over. We'll play there by Birch, sending it deep. Holdorf trying to tie up her player. There's 2-on-1 down there behind the net. Canes come out of there with it. Here we go. Looking for middle. Couldn't quite connect on the pass, but they do get the shot on net, so no icing. Middle, pressuring. Linda steps on for the Fusion. Puck swings out. Adams able to hold the zone. Adams taking the time and space given to her. Tries to fire, but a nice stick-on-stick play there by the Canes. Canes able to clear it out. Holdorf with it. Holdorf up ahead. Gathered up by Harmon now. Harmon gets a stick on it. Puck down nice. Gathered up now by Duncan. Duncan fires a shot, but it goes up into the netting, and we get a whistle here at the 15:24 mark of the second period. We are scoreless in Barron, Wisconsin. Guys working to get the game set up here, so we'll get that screen up for you here in just a second. They're working on getting that other camera set up down on the other end. Icing is the call, and that will come back down into the Fusion D zone. Guys still working on getting that far side camera going. We're going to have Volgren, Ralston, and Middle stepping in. This is going to be like a little radio broadcast here for just a second, folks. Middle will take the draw. She's up against Shu. Middle working, goes out to the Canes. Fire from the point. That one bounces off a body up front. Volgren sends the puck up into the neutral zone, gathered up by the Canes. Canes from their own end. Still working. They'll send it up the boards. Kivel gets a stick on it. Now picked up by Volgren at the center stripe. Volgren across the blue line. Lines, fires, pad save by Hutchison. Hurricanes trying to get into their breakout. They'll just fire it right down the boards, out into the neutral zone. Here come the Canes back the other way. Shot, that one goes up and over the net. Kivel. Now Larson on the near side. Larson's first action of the night. Picked up by Sid Kivel. Kivel over to the far side corner. Now Volgren working over there. Larson gets a stick on it. Kivel will work from behind her and back over to Larson on the near side. Larson out the middle. Middle crosses the center stripe. Middle across the blue line. Lines, fires, and a save by Hutchison. We get a whistle. 13:58 to go. Second period. 0-0 game here in Barron. It'll be Larson, Kivel, and Jenna Volgren. Kaylee Lansing out there defensively with Holdorf. Kivel to take the draw for the Fuse. Back to Volgren, now to Holdorf. Holdorf takes a look around over to Larson. Larson lines, fires. Hutchison with a save. Puck loose out front. Picked up by Volgren. Volgren shoots. That one goes wide. Puck out to Kaylee Lansing now. Lansing with it. Lansing gets tied up. Hurricanes are going to send that one down the length of the ice, and that should be icing. It will be. We get a whistle with 13:38 to go here in the second period. We'll reset from the offensive zone, far side dot. Fusion with a couple of really nice looks at it there. Kivel to take the draw once again. Same crew on the ice for the Fuse. Kivel wins it back, but the Canes able to bring it out. Nice play there by Webster, bringing it up the ice. Challenged by Lansing, puck out to the point. Kivel going to chase it down in the neutral zone. Kivel still pressuring. Volgren tries to step in, able to take it away with her skates. Pops it back to Lansing. Lansing over to Holdorf. Holdorf surveys the ice, sends it up across, looking for Kivel. Kivel tied up. Canes back into the Fusion zone. Picked up by Larson on the near side. Larson tries to chip it up to Volgren, but a little bit too much mustard on that. Too much English, if you will. Just like playing pool, you got to kind of get a spin on that puck and get it where it needs to go. We get a whistle as Gustafson with the save 12:53 to play here, second period. There's KG. It's a pretty nice paint job on that helmet. I heard those paint jobs on those helmets are really cheap.
Yeah.
That's the rumor anyway.
I think every goalie parent wishes.
Adams ties up the player on the far side over there. Harmon jumps in. And now Lindis. Lindis over to DeLong. DeLong across the center stripe. Nice pass to Lindis. Lindis will bring it in, take a look around. Hughes is offsides. They'll bring it back out in the neutral zone. 12:38 to go. Shots now 12-7 in the favor of the Fusion. Lindis will take the draw. Over to Munson. Munson to Adams. Adams chips it deep, goes off someone's body. Took a weird spin over to the near side. Again, Canes, they've got a great breakout. They can get out of their own end very well. Yeah. Yeah, Andrew was just saying the forwards play really well behind the net. Harmon down there. Pushing the puck up. Adams with it once again. Adams working through traffic, gets it on net, and Hutchison gets the cover and the whistle with 11:57 to go. Again, the other thing Hutchison does, she just shuts that down. Keeps those pucks from bouncing around, having chaos. You just shut it down, get everything settled down, move it, and that they just play small ball. You know, it's kind of like one of the old National League baseball, trying to win games 2-1. That's what they're trying to do out here. Middle to take the draw for the Fusion with Ralston and Jane Volgren. Puck back to Lansing. Lansing winds, fires. That one goes back behind the net. Canes trying to get it out of there. They do. Kibble gets a stick on it. Bounces it over for Lansing. Lansing fires it up the boards. Picked up by Land. Land with time. Chips it out in the neutral zone. Lansing is there. Now Middle with it. Middle.
Nice job.
Yeah, getting to the backhand, just kind of working through traffic, using her body. Ralston. Here come the Canes back the other way. Cross the blue line. Looking to get the puck to the net. Oh, nice play dangerous there. Yeah. Land showing again why she's got 11 assists on the season. Just try to basically put that one off the body of her teammate on the other side of the net. Luckily, that one goes safely to the far side boards. We Larson out there with Kivel and Jenna Volgren. And we got Adams and Holdorf defensively. 11:08 to go here. Second period, scoreless game. Picked up by Holdorf. Holdorf up to Larson. Larson to Volgren. Volgren looking for Kivel. Got her. Kivel from the near side. Back to Larson. Nice look there up front. That looked like these kids been playing together a while.
Yeah,
This is like the second shift they played together. Shot and a great save by Gustafson. Adams tied up behind the net. Two white jerseys kind of working over Adams. Of course, Adams' size advantage in just about everybody that plays girls hockey in the state of Wisconsin. Shot knocked down there by Kivel. Great play by Morgan. Canes trying to get it to the slot. Nice opportunity there. Picked up now by Elliott on the far side. And Adams tying her up. Puck still loose. Great play there by Jenna Volgren getting that stick. I think Volgren saved the goal there.
Yeah.
So the Fusion had a great breakout on that first rush, and then that one there, having a hard time. You see there, just
puck comes out there,
wailing on it. Yeah, right there. Right there. Volgren's stick saves that goal, just puts it right under KG. So we'll credit Jenna Volgren with the save on that one.
Yeah, right.
Jenna Volgren with one save on the night. DeLong, back to Munson. Now over to Sid Kivel. Kivel up the ice. That will be icing, and we'll get another D-zone draw here. 9:56 to go, second period. Andrew Nelson says maybe she learned from her mom, Jody. Some advanced hockey skills down there working out of her own crease. Middle to take the draw. Out there with Jane Volgren and Chloe Ralston. Picked up by Middle. Middle. Now Ralston with it. Ralston battling. Gathered up by the Canes. Canes trying to get something going here offensively. Temperature's rising here in this game. Puck back out in the neutral zone. Yeah, they've been kind of playing basically the first half of this game, kind of trying to just stay out of trouble, but they are cruising up and down the ice now. Canes working along the near side. They'll send it back behind the net. Pressured by Lansing and Ralston. Now Holdorf. Just working over there, trying to get the puck out. Here's Middle. Middle with Ralston. Middle crosses the center stripe. She'll send it down. Ralston comes to the bench to get a change. Larson is on for the Fusion. Here come the Canes back the other way. Shot. Another big save by Gustafson. Stick lane over there along the far side. Holdorf with it. Holdorf chips it up the boards. Gathered and sent back down by Sheehan for the Canes. Puck up the boards to Larson. Larson with it. Fires it up and
Missed her.
yeah, didn't connect. Icing coming back down to this end. Just past the halfway mark here in the second period. 8:25 to go. Period 2 up here in Barron. 0-0 game. Fusion taking on the Hurricanes in game 1 of a 2-game set. They'll be up in Hayward 2 weeks from tonight, playing this thing all over again. Kivel to take the draw. She'll jump into the circle with Springer. Puck bounces out at the point. Nice knock
there we
down there
go.
by Kivel.
Oh.
Kivel sprung loose. Kivel, one player to beat, working through, fires, looking for a hole on Hutchison. Puck's going to come out to the point. Nice little pinch there by Adams. Larson trying to gather it up. Out to Munson. Munson to Kivel. Puck back to Munson. Munson past the bench. She'll work through traffic. Fusion in the middle of a change. Harmon and Lindis are on. Munson from the far side now, just trying to get it near net. Step up by Adams. Lines, fires, and Hutchison with the glove save and a whistle with 7:45 to play here in the second period. Both goaltenders coming up aces all night so far here tonight. Shots 16-9 in the favor of the Fusion, but the number that matters, it's goose eggs up there for both teams. Lindis to take the draw. DeLong steps in. Shot from Lansing. Lindis got just a little piece of that thing, but puck bounces wide. Come the Canes back the other way.
Oh,
Tied up. Canes from the center stripe. They'll come back in. Kivel's back. Nice deflection there by Kivel, getting the body in front of it. Now Lindis working from behind her net. Out to Harmon. Harmon working through traffic. Nice little outlet to DeLong. DeLong across the center stripe. DeLong looking for her shot. You got just a stick on that one by Byrne for the Canes. Now Harmon from the far side. DeLong steps in there. Puck pops out to Lansing. Lansing fires.
Oh.
Deflection. Boy, I thought that was going in. Lindis got a stick on it. Canes coming back the other way. Holdorf and Lansing are back. And KG will knock it down with the blocker and cover. That was an exciting play.
it was. It was a really nice deflection too. It was-
We got Middle. We got Ralston. Jane Volgren out there with Adams and Holdorf.
Go,
Holdorf
go,
just
go,
fires it
go,
out in the
go.
neutral zone. Canes get it deep. Holdorf with it. She'll circle back. Up to Middle. Middle tries to drop it off for Jane Volgren. A little bit too much smoke on that one. Gathered up by Sheehan. Canes back out in the neutral zone. Number 25, McKenna Cadot bringing it out. She's another one on that 16U wheel team. Shot goes wide of the net. Picked up by Adams. Adams up ahead to Ralston. Ralston able to send it down into the zone. Gathered up by Adams right at the line to keep it in. Middle lines,
Nice
fires,
shot.
bounces off. Couple of bodies up front. Gaines will just clear it down. Been a while since we've had a whistle. 5:44 to go. That one up and over the net. Gustafson was there. Tried to go top shelf and missed the whole thing. This line's been out here for a long time for the Fuse. Nice job there by the Canes keeping it in. That's number 14, Olivia Webster. Shot goes wide of the net. That one from Holman Byrne. Now gathered up by Land. Land fires it up the boards, picked up by Adams. Jenna Volgren steps onto the ice. Here come the Canes back the other way. Larson on for the Fusion as well. Canes working it along the far side. They go out to the point. Scooped up by Middle. Middle fires. She's got Volgren coming down with her. Puck back out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Holdorf. Holdorf. Now Larson with it. Larson shoots over to Kivel. Kivel up front.
Oh.
Had Volgren there. Puck still loose. Out to the point. Adams with it. Adams fires. Had Kivel stick there. Kivel out to the point. Sophia Munson gets it downtown, but picked up by the Canes. Canes bringing it back the other way. Nice stick there by Munson. Shot goes wide of the net. Adams working from behind her net. Picked up by Larson there working. Adams plucks it out of there. Sends it up the ice looking for Kivel, but it's behind her. We'll get a whistle and an icing call with 3:52 to go here, second period. It'll be a D-zone draw for the Fusion. Fuse will bring in Kivel. She'll be back there with Munson. It'll be Harmon, Lindis, and DeLong coming in on the forward line. Canes will make full-scale substitutions as well. Lindis to take the draw here for the Fusion. Up against Bailey Shue. Shue able to come out of there with the puck. Nice work there by Kivel taking her off. Now Lindis able to clear down in the neutral zone. Oh, not quite. DeLong brings it across. He sends that puck deep. Lindis on the far side. Kivel's back, as is Munson. And Lindis picks it up, coming back the other way. Lindis through the neutral zone. Lindis crosses the blue stripe, takes a look around. Trying to center it up, but nobody home. Harmon working from behind the net. This game is just kind of like it's like trench warfare out there.
Yeah.
Kivel now. Canes get a full substitution. Just brought a bunch of fresh ones on.
Oh, come on.
Ooh. Nice play there. Nice stick by Kivel. Middle working right up here in front of the Canes bench. Back to Kivel. Kivel was patient, but scooped up there by Springer. Nice play coming back by DeLong. Great look.
Careful.
Elliott was right on the back door there, but just couldn't quite get it under control. Picked up by Ralston. Ralston up ahead to Middle. Middle trying to get it to the slot. This group that's on the ice for the Fusion have been out there for a while. Got some fresh D's on. Munson out there with Kaylee Lansing. Munson up ahead, trying to connect with Ralston. Ralston with it. Tries to send it down, but gathered up by the Canes. Shot. Gustafson gets the first save and then drops the glove on it. Canes come around and take another crack at it there.
Yeah, she lost the puck there for a second.
That was number 29, Savannah Harris looking for her 8th goal of the season, but Gustafson able to get that glove down right at the nick of time. This will be Kivel, Jenna Volgren, and Emma Larson out there. Holdorf and Lansing are the Ds. Scooped up by Larson. Larson skates it across the blue line. Picks it up, lines, fires. Jenna Volgren out front. Puck got to the net, but bounced out, nobody home. Lansing steps up. Puck goes way up in the air. Larson trying to get it over to Mo Kivel. Kivel just sends it deep. Larson slides over the bench and goes, yeah, I'll take a seat. Kendra Harmon's on. Jenna Volgren working through traffic, getting to the middle, shot, and a save by Hutchison. We get a whistle with 1:09 to go here, second period. Both teams will make wholesale changes. Middle will come out with Ralston and Jane Volgren. It'll be Munson and Adams the Ds. Canes will bring on Land here to take the draw. He's out there with Elliott and Webster. Webster was one of my favorite shows Friday nights, watching the fish fry. Great look there, looking for Ralston on the backside. Dick Butkus played football with a religious fervor. It was a different guy. It was a football player. Yeah, it was a football player. We'll look it up in the intermission. Andy Nelson says, was Butkus on Webster? I don't think so. Shot from Jane Volgren, and Hutchison knocks it down. Puck still loose. And Hutchison gets the glove out there and the cover with whistle. 30.4 seconds. Fusion will bring Larson, Volgren, and Kivel back out. It'll be Munson and Adams the Ds. Looks like the Canes are going to stand pat, keep the same 5 on the ice. Kivel will take the draw here. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Kivel ties her up. Volgren, nice stick lift there.
There's a penalty.
And Kivel, or Volgren will draw the penalty. Power play will come out here for the Fuse. Let's light the fuse, baby. We could use a goal here in the last 24 seconds.
Yeah, it would bring a lot of momentum into that third period if we could finish one out here quick.
We got a hook.
Left.
We got a hook, and the PP unit comes out here for the Fuse. It's Volgren, and Kivel, along with Adams and Middle on the blue line. Kivel to take the draw. Puck bounces out. Adams couldn't quite get to the boards. That puck was coming down with some smoke on it. Gustafson will settle it down for Lily Middle. Middle kind of looks like she's going to leave it for Volgren. Now onto the stick of Adams. Adams goes cross ice over to Volgren. Volgren will cross the blue line. Volgren lines, fires, got a little deflection off the pads of Hutchison. Now Jenna Volgren working on the far side, and we get the horn. So at the end of 2, we're still all tied up with goose eggs on the board, but the Fusion will come back out of the locker room on the power play. It looks like we got a couple more players up here for interviews with Andrew. That's what we're going to call this segment, interviews with Andrew. So Andrew's got, looks like Reese and Harper coming on. So you ready, sir? All right. I'm going to give you my mic.
Are me and Reese both gonna have a headset on? What's that? Are me and Reese both gonna have a headset on?
Yeah. We'll do it. One talk, one listen.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay. You're good. All right, ladies. How we doing tonight?
Good.
All right, joining me here, as mentioned, is number 17, Harper Withers. And to her right, your camera's left, I believe, is number 23, Reese Nelson. I'm blessed to know both of these on a more personal level, so we're going to be all over the map, ladies. And this isn't your first interview, so we got to dive a little deeper. We are 3/4 of the way through the season here, Harper. Some ups and downs. So, what first year of freshman hockey? What's been one of the tougher things that you've come across?
Probably like practices, because I feel like in practice you definitely like try way more than you do in like youth hockey. Because I feel like you just like try giving more effort first, so like the coaches can like see that you actually care, and also so then you can just like get better. And I feel like obviously in youth hockey you care, but I feel like in high school I definitely care more about like trying more.
Do you think the upperclassmen help pull you forward? Do you think it's a coach pressure, or where do you think a little bit of both, or what inspires you to give that extra?
Probably a little bit of both, but probably the upperclassmen, because like I don't want them to think that I'm like really bad.
All good, all good. So, that being said, what are you, and in fairness, those upperclassmen that we've interviewed, that's not the sentiment at all. There's been no issues, nothing noted from them from this rowdy freshman class coming in. So, they're loving the team dynamic there too. So, as the years progressed, is there something you're working on with hockey? I know they kind of move you around a lot with JV hockey. For you, you've always been forward, but you'll find yourself at center one time, left wing the next. Is there something that you personally are trying to work on and get better at?
Yeah, I'm really trying to work on like my attitude, cause like, and also the effort I give during games, especially cause like when I get tired during games, I like seem to like not play as hard and like just like try to like tone it down. But I'm like trying to work on like getting better at that and like pushing through it, because like it's not what benefits me, it's what benefits the team.
I love that. I love that. And that's something I think that starts to change. You see 4 years, that leadership, and everybody, you win together, you lose together. So good stuff there. Let's see. So you've had some overnight trips.
Yeah.
You did that in youth hockey. How are they different with Fusion versus the Black Cat world?
Well, I definitely like the tournaments like now more. Well, like the one overnight one that we had was really fun. I like how there's no parents there, and I just like how it's like more like free, and how you get to like room with people. I think that's really fun. You get to room with your friends, and it's like definitely more free. Like I just feel like over like in general like high school hockey is just like more free.
That's awesome, because the parents feel that way too. You guys are in a different hotel than we are, so hey, everybody's winning. Lacrosse versus Madison, which one did you like better?
Madison.
Okay. Any reason? Was it the rooms? Now, have you guys had the same roommates both overnights? Okay,
yeah,
that's
we've been in a room too. I don't know. I just like, I don't know.
All good, all good. And it's funny, Reese kind of like us two were roomies, and you guys have a little travel history.
Oh, yeah.
So just to give some background, we took Harper on a trip with us, and anything you want to say on your international travel there? Where all did you go, or what can you remember of that?
I remember the food in Paris. I really liked the food there. But it was really fun that, like, especially that I got to go with you guys, because you guys were really fun to be around. My favorite part was definitely going to see the Louvre, though. I really liked, like, I don't know, I just like to walk around and, like, look at paintings and pictures and art and stuff. I just think that's really cool. That's something that I have, like, remembered the most.
Super cool. Super cool. All right, so something new with Fusion Hockey. You get some team meals and snacks. What's been the best team meal and or snack on the bus?
Well, the best team meal has definitely been, like, the Mexican food, like the tacos and stuff. It was so good. And I don't know, I like for snacks, probably just, like, bringing drinks, like bubblers and, like, chocolate milk and stuff like that. I just like to have, like, a bunch of little fun drinks that you can just, like, have.
All right, last bit. Anybody you want to shout out to? I know you got folks back at home on these road trips, so give you a second to throw a shout out there. I know you're not shy. I've seen all these TikToks that you're always working on, so you're not camera shy.
Just like my parents.
That's cool.
And yeah.
All right.
Vanessa Withers.
All good. Our grandpa and grandma watching down in Florida?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe one of my grandmas.
Cool.
But yeah.
All right. Well, to break for time, we're going to flip-flop. Thank you, Harper. All right, and on the mic now is number 23, Reese Nelson for the Fusion. And your name got brought up earlier when we interviewed Danny about being one of those versatile players. So I'll ask you the same question. You guys will go into a game at forward or defense. Do you have a preference? Which one do you like better?
You know, I've been playing forward and defense pretty much my entire hockey career. Just been kind of flopped around and just playing both when people are sick or stuff like that. But over this season, definitely, I've been practicing D, and I've mentioned that before in my past interviews. But I feel more comfortable at D, and I'd say, like, I don't know, I prefer D. But also when we're short players, like, I kind of have to step into that role and just deal with it.
Okay, good stuff. So now you're with Fusion. You're seeing things from a much different perspective, 4-year perspective. You got captain's practices. What's one good, one bad, one notable thing, and one thing you're like, oof, this was tougher than I thought, or there's more drama here. And it's not to throw anybody under the bus. It's just the differences from, you're playing with seniors. That's 3 years gap versus youth hockey.
Right. I'd say definitely a good thing is I like all the freedom, and definitely I really like the freedom and just how we get to be together as a team, the team meals and rooming with people in Madison and tournaments and overnight things like that. I don't know. I really like that aspect of hockey. And one bad thing I'd say is the scheduling, even though, like I just said, I like tournaments and stuff. It's just like practice gets to be a lot, and like I'm sitting in the stands doing homework right now for an assignment that's due tomorrow. And I know Hannah was doing homework, and some other people were doing homework, and it's just like a kind of a busy schedule. Like it's not in reality when you look at it, but it's like at the same time we have practice every day after school, and then if you have I have softball 1 day, 2 days a week, which gets to be a lot, and then I have school, and I'm up and out of the house by 7 in the morning.
Yep. And in fairness, we had Sophie's squad this weekend for those that were dialed in, and just the amount of pressure and the time schedule. Youth sports is much different today than it was 30 years ago. The school schedule, all of it just kind of builds, and then add on top of it freshman year, academics. You have everything forward. Do you think it gets easier as a senior?
Definitely not. Absolutely not. Because at that point, you're trying to get into college. You're doing things that, like, do I really need to commit to the sport now? Because it's now, like, education and the rest of your life and sports.
You saying that just because I'm your dad?
No.
No, I appreciate that.
But, like, I don't know. Just, like, I know a lot of seniors on our teams. Like, they're all, like, there's only a couple of them playing actual college hockey. But the rest are, like, pursuing their careers and going to college for things and stuff like that,
Yep. Now, something you guys are both 15, and I know you're a little bit ahead of the power curve. You've started driving. How's that going so far?
I'd say it's good. I don't know. I already have a lot of hours from nighttime driving, and I will be driving home after we get back to the rink.
Here she tells me how tired she is, and she wants to do some nighttime driving.
It's okay. Like, it's fun.
Love it. Love it. All right, so let's see. I know you do lunches. I'll just throw it to you. You got any questions for me?
What's your favorite thing about being an announcer?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's probably a good outlet for me, the diary of the mouth that I tend to have. I can talk a lot, and yeah, nobody argues with that. So it's ended up being a good outlet, and it's connected me to this hockey family in a way that I never thought. So good question. Any shout-outs to those sitting at home?
Hannah Latham, just be you. Shout out. I hope you heard that, Hannah Latham, wherever you're at. Hannah James.
All right, guys.
Oh, and Grandma, if you're watching, I miss you, and I thank you for watching all my games.
Love it. All right, guys. Appreciate you coming up. Safe trips home. Enjoy your sandwiches, and until next time.
Third period about to get underway here in Barron. It is a scoreless game. Both goalies under siege there in the second period, but both goalies keeping the other team out of the net. So it's been a temperature definitely rose there in the second period. There was some stuff happening there. It was very, very exciting. Both teams going back and forth. Shots still well in favor of the Fusion, 22-11. But I would say scoring chances there in that period were tighter than that. I think the Fusion had more scoring chances, but it wasn't a 2-1 gap. It was definitely the Canes definitely put some pressure on there in that period. But we will open this third period with the Fusion on the power play, and they'll get a chance here to try to break this 0-0 tie. And this game really has shaped up essentially how we thought it would, with very, very tight neutral zone play and the Canes just trying to stay out of trouble. They did, again, turn up the temperature a little bit there in the second half of that period, but they've really kind of worked to limit the chances of the Fusion, and so far the Fusion have not been able to solve. Goaltender McKenna Hutchinson, 22 saves on 22 shots for the Canes.
And, you know, usually at some point in time you're seeing the other team kind of panic or break down. I have not seen that out of the Canes.
No.
They have been very calm and collected, and they don't look like they're scattered at all.
We looked at their schedule, and like all the games are 1 and 2 goal games. They're used to playing these kind of games. They're fine. Yep, they play a strong schedule, and they've played a lot of 3-2, 4-2, 3-1, 2-1 kind of games. They're totally cool with playing this way. Adams with it. Adams up ice looking for Volgren. No ice. Jenna Volgren working. Puck middle, able to hold it in. Middle. Over to Kivel. Back to middle. Middle this time can't find the handle on it. She'll reset here from the neutral zone. Drops it off for Adams. Adams over to Jane Volgren. Volgren skates it across. Stick there. Nice stick there by the Canes. That's number 8. That's Springer. Volgren working. Now onto the stick of Kivel. Kivel will follow Volgren through. Tried to go right off across the crossbar there, and just couldn't quite put it in. Adams with it now. Adams working from behind the net. Still taking a look around. Bounces it out the middle. Middle. Down to Jane Volgren. Volgren with it now. Back to middle. Middle. Trying to keep it in. Bounce it over to Adams. Adams. Cross ice, looking for Jane Volgren. 30 seconds left in this power play. Volgren able to keep it in. Working around a player. Volgren. Lions fire, scores. Volgren found that little opening in the defense, just enough to lift the puck right over the shoulder of Hutchison. Yeah. 1-0 Fusion. Goal by Jane Volgren, the assist to Lily Middle. 4 from 9 is your goal at the 1:15 mark of the third period. Nice little move, just slipping the defense. Found a little opening, winds, fires, scores, and it's 1-0 Fuse. Puck bounces down behind the net, picked up by Sid Kivel. Kivel up the ice. Now over to Harmon from DeLong. Harmon crosses the blue line. Shot and a cover by Hutchison. We get a whistle at the 15:29 mark here of the third period. 1-0 Fusion. Fuse just break the ice on the score here moments ago. Lindis to take the draw here for the Fuse with DeLong and Harmon. DeLong, shot, gathered up by Hart for Hayward. She'll send it deep. Look around there by Lansing. Fusion trying to get into their breakout. No icing. They wave it off. Nice hustle there by Lindis. Lindis down in the near far side corner. Canes swinging around. Ralston is on with Volgren. Lindis takes off down middle. Will be stepping on in just a moment. Picked up by Holdorf. Now middle gathers it. Middle from the far side. Crosses the center stripe. Now across the blue line. Right downtown. Couldn't quite get that shot off the backhand. Now middle with it. Bounces it out to Holdorf at the point. Holdorf tries to fire it down, but bounces off the jersey of number 25, McKenna Cadot for the Canes. Now Hart on the far side corner. Hart bounces it out in the neutral zone to Cadot. Cadot tried to cross the blue
sticky
line.
ice.
Yep, sticky ice. Volgren able to take it away. Sends it over to middle. Dexheimer is on now for the Fusion. We get a whistle.
We're going to get a hook. Hooking on middle.
Hook on middle, and the Fuse will go short here for the first time tonight. Gotta hit the sound effects. So the Fuse will go short. Middle will go in the box. It's going to be Kivel and Jenna Volgren out there with Holdorf and Eleanor Adams. Fusion PK rolling at 86.5 this season. Power play unit for the Canes, 18.9. Canes number 29, Savannah Harris to take the draw. Harris with 13 points for the Canes this season. Fusion up 1-0 on a power play goal by Lily Middle, who's in the penalty box right now for the Fuse. Canes dump it down. They'll swing it around. Still working. Trying to get something going here on this PK, and nice clear by Mo Kivel. Just plucked it off the boards and swung it down. Jenna Volgren, the lone forechecker here on this penalty kill. 1:24 to go on the penalty. Number 7, Abby Elliott will bring it in for the Canes. Elliott working back behind the net. Volgren gathered up by Adams, and Adams will send it. Settled down by Hutchison. Elliott with it once again for Hayward. Oh, beg your pardon, it's Xandra Land. Land around Volgren. Goes off of her skate. Takes a look around. Nice play there by Adams. Adams and Holdorf playing defensively here so far for this entire PK. And that'll be offsides on the Canes. She's like, she shot it right at me.
Yeah.
So neutral zone draw as Holdorf sends that puck right off of Elliott. Canes will swap them out here. 35 seconds left in the power play. Kivel and Jane Volgren out there as the forwards. Holdorf and Adams still the Ds. And Holdorf will send that one the length of the ice. Really good penalty kill here so far for the Fusion. 20 seconds remaining in the middle penalty. Puck up the ice. Brought across the blue line by the Canes. We'll drop it off for Duncan. Go out to the point. Back down. Bounce it right back up to the point to Springer. Shot from the point, deflected off the stick of Jane Volgren. Handled down behind the end line. Canes trying to find a shot here. Penalty has expired. Middle back onto the ice for the Fusion. Puck loose up front.
Whoa.
That one shot up and over and kind of to the side of the net. Out of trouble for the Fusion. Now Munson with it. Munson using her body, give herself some space. Works it through traffic, catches that back up with it. Crosses the blue line, looking for a shot. Fire. Hutchison with the save. Gathered up and a shot. Nice opportunity there for Emerson Lindis. Comes back out. Munson with it now. Munson up the ice for DeLong. DeLong just fires it into the zone. Lindis trying to catch up with it. Gathered up by the Canes. Picked up by Munson once again. She'll chip it down the boards. And I think the Fuse are going to be back on the power play here. Arm goes up on the official. And number 14 will go to the box for the Hurricanes. And she's like, what did I do? Olivia Webster, the Canes' leading scorer, will go in the box. So if we can keep her in the box for the next 2 minutes, that kind of helps our cause. Anytime you can put the other team's best scorer in the penalty box, it's a good thing for you.
We'll take it.
Yep. So Jane Volgren out there with Jenna Volgren and Mo Kivel. Volgren will take the draw. Adams gathers it up, gives it to Mo Kivel. Kivel Down to Jenna Volgren. Jenna back to Mo. Mo. Out to Adams. Adams shot from the point. Puck loose. All kinds of traffic out front, but gathered up by the Canes. They're going to skate it instead of send
watch it. Their transition.
2-on-1 coming the other way, and KG gets big right there and able to knock that one down. Yeah, she was not going to just send that. She was off to the races. Another good opportunity here. And the Fusion are going to pick up a penalty. We'll get a 4-on-4 now. They're going to call, I think, Jane for interference. And that is a trick she would have learned from her mom.
Eleanor.
Oh, Eleanor. Sorry, Eleanor got it. Thank you. I saw a 4, didn't see the 1 in front of it. Yeah, you know, Jody's not the mom, but I mean, there was a lot of influence there, so we're still going to blame it on Jody. 4-on-4 here. It'll be Kivel out there with Jane Volgren, and it'll be Kaylee Lansing and Holdorf, the Ds. It was Holdorf and Adams the entire last penalty kill, which was immensely successful. But with Adams in the box, they'll bring Kaylee Lansing out to skate with Holdorf. Holdorf takes a look around, fires that one all the way down. We do have a 4-on-4 situation, so that puck, I think, went off a stick. Why we don't have an ice here. So we're skating even right now, 4-on-4. Kivel with it. Kivel through traffic. Kivel still trying to find the puck. Here come the Canes back the other way. Shu sends it deep. Holdorf back there. Puck's going to bounce back behind the net. Gathered up by Kaylee Lansing. Lansing up the ice looking for Kivel. Couldn't quite control it. Nice stick there by Land. Fuse trying to set it back up. Goes back to Lansing. Lansing with it. Looking for Volgren. Volgren tried to leave it for Volgren. Canes able to get it back out in the neutral zone. Here they come back the other way. Land lines, fires, and Gustafson sends it over in the corner off of her blocker. Shot knocked down by a couple different Fusion players. They send it down. Fusion now on the kill. So Canes on the power play now for the next 24 seconds. That was Webster with the pass. She just popped back on. And hey, we settled that question. Was Dick Butkus on Webster? He was not. It was Alex Karras, former NFL football player. Karras also played Mongo on Blazing Saddles, and he was the big guy on Webster. He died in 2012, but posthumously inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame in 2020. So there's your useless information of the night, courtesy of Chris Larson and Andrew Nelson. And a can of corn saved there by Gustafson. So we'll reset here. Still on the penalty kill. 3 seconds left on the kill. Kivel will take the draw here for the Fuse. Buck up the boards. Ooh, loose out front. KG got that stick out there just in the nick of time. Here comes Middle with it. Penalty expired. Middle working through traffic. 1-0 Fusion as we're just over the halfway point here in the third period. This game went scoreless for 2 periods before the Fusion scored on a Lily Middle power play goal, or Jane Volgren power play goal, early stages of the third period. Munson gets taken out. Shot, great block there by Sid Kivel, because I think that was point blank.
Yeah. Ooh.
Emerson in there. Kivel steps up. Kivel with it again. Keeping it out in the neutral zone. Canes will bring it in now. That's Duncan. Duncan lines, fires again. Stick-on-stick play there by Kivel. Big battle along the near side boards. Shot from the point by number 9. That was a rocket from Land.
Off the pipe.
Back out to land. Nice play there by Lindis, tying her up, just not allowing that shot for the point that time. And we get a whistle with 7:04 to go. And we'll reset here from the D zone after the icing. Fusion up 1-0. Out shooting the Canes 26-14 here. But hanging on by the slimmest of margins. Fusion kind of mixing it up here a little bit, late stages. It'll be DeLong with Middle and Jane Volgren. Middle wins it back to Holdorf. Holdorf gets it up the boards. Back to Holdorf now. Fusion trying to get it clear, but boy, strong forecheck here by the Canes. Sent back down deep by Abby Elliott. Now DeLong with it. DeLong trying to send it up the boards. Canes just battling hard for this puck. Keeping it in here, not letting the Fusion get in their breakout. Nice tie up there by Jane Volgren, but Canes still with the puck on their stick. Middle, working over on the far side. Puck out to the point. Back down to the far side corner. Comes cross ice over here. Picked up by Hart. Hart will just dump it right back down deep. Lansing just trying to clear. Hart able to keep it in once again. She'll send it on net. Gustafson will get a cover, and we'll get a whistle with 6:05 to go, and the Fusion needed to get a change. So they'll take that cover all day, any day, and especially right there.
Yeah.
It'll be Harmon, Kivel, and Jenna Volgren on the ice with Munson and Adams defensively. Kivel to take the draw. Battle along the near side boards. Harmon over there. Kivel steps in. Fires it up to Jenna Volgren. Volgren across center ice. Volgren with it. Fires. Pad save. Puck loose out front. Volgren digging at it. Harmon on the far side now. Harmon with it in the corner. Sends it back behind the net. Canes working through traffic. Sends it out in the neutral zone. Gathered up by Munson. Munson crosses the center stripe. Canes able to get it back out in the neutral zone. Picked up by Harmon. Over to Adams. Back up to Kivel. Kivel, nice work through traffic. Kivel lines, fires. Nice defensive play coming back there by the Canes forward. Working through traffic, heading along up front. That was Jenna. Shot there by Morgan from up front. Back out to Adams. Adams lines, fires, and we get a cover by Hutchison and a whistle with 5:05 to play here in the third period. Fusion clinging to a 1-0 lead on the road tonight here in Barron, taking on the Hayward Hurricanes. We'll reset. We'll play this game all over again in 2 weeks out in Hayward. So if you're bored 2 weeks from now, make sure you jump on here because tonight has been a dandy, and I would guess 2 weeks from now you'll be looking at the same thing. Kivel will dump it down deep. You like defensive hockey and just kind of like
There it is.
battles. Metal shoots. That one goes just wide. This thing has been just an absolute dogfight all night long. Swinging around, Kivel will pick it up in the neutral zone. Just tried to send it ahead to DeLong, but taken away. And now coming back from behind is DeLong. Up to Jane Volgren. Volgren, the lone goal scorer in this game, fires again. Saved by Hutchison. Hutchison with 29 saves on 30 shots tonight. Stuck and picked up by Jane Volgren. It'll be offsides. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off here. Settle everything down. 4:23 to go. Both teams will put some fresh skaters out on the ice. It'll be Jenna Volgren along with Kendra Harmon and Mo Kivel. Defensively, we got Adams and Holdorf. Taking the draw with Kivel will be Springer. Springer wins it back. Puck back to Holdorf. Holdorf takes a look around. Fires it up to Kivel. Kivel crosses the blue line looking for her shot. Puck gets bounced around. Harmon gets a stick on it, but it's gathered up by Springer. Here come the Canes back the other way. Springer trying to work around Adams. Adams does a great job defensively there, just taking it right off of her stick. Up the boards. Holdorf picks it up at her own dot. Fires it out, looking for Harmon. Harmon gathers it at her own blue line up to Kivel. Kivel working through traffic, sends it down. Hutchison sends it away. Nice stick-on-stick play there by the defense as well. Back to Kivel. Here comes Springer. Springer will send that back behind the net. 3:29 to go here, third period. Fusion up 1-0. That one goes off the skate of Middle. Middle's trying to outrun the icing. I think she's going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
They call it off. Middle. Now DeLong
Nice
comes in and
hustle.
gathers. Yeah, she just hustled that one out. Shot from Holdorf and a whistle. Those are the kind of plays that just get the coach's attention.
Yeah.
Kids, you want to play? Do that. You'll get a lot of playing time. You do that. Middle to take the draw. Out there with DeLong and Jane Volgren. Adams and Holdorf, the D. 3:09 to play. 1-0 Fusion. Middle ties it up, wins it back. Volgren dumps it down. DeLong gathers it up, sends it towards net. Picked up by the Canes. They'll send it up the boards. Now Middle with it. Middle still working. They stick there by number 11, Helen Thompson. I haven't called her name yet tonight. Good play there. Up the middle. Middle. Working along the far side. Just sends it up to Holdorf. 2:42 to go. Harmon with it. Right now, the Fuse just need to keep possession of the puck, keep it on the other end, and keep Hutchison in their own net here. Keep that extra attacker on the bench. Holgren with it. Hutchison is off. Open net for the Canes. Extra attacker on. And Holdorf is just going to flip that one down the ice. Just got enough mustard. Won't be any icing. It's not going to find the net, but they'll wave the icing off. Hart with it. Harmon on. Jenna Volgren steps on along with Mo Kivel.
Oh, there goes
Volgren
the shot.
lines, fires. That one bounces up in the air and lands just clear of the net. Hart with it now for the Canes. She sends it up the ice. Volgren gets a stick on it. Now picked up by Adams. Adams trying to find Volgren. Volgren gets a stick on it. Volgren still working. She sees a free goal. Volgren behind the net. She's got Harmon out front. Canes just trying to get this thing out of their own end, but the Fusion putting on some pressure here in the late stages of the third period. 1:40 to go. Open net for the Canes. Here comes Springer, that's number 8. Yeah, that's Springer working through traffic. Springer trying to dump it off in front of the net. Gathered up in the far side corner. 6 skaters on for the Canes. Fusion at this point probably could just use a clear.
Yeah, yep.
And we get a whistle.
Oh, boy, did you see the collapse?
Yeah, KG jumps on it and just kind of bodies flying all. She did the right thing, kind of protecting her head with the blocker side. But
There's
traffic
3
up front.
Cane players, like, right in there.
Coming right for it. They're going to bring Middle on, along with Holdorf. Bring Kivel off. She's been out there, and she's working hard out there, too. And they'll bring Munson off. They're going to bring timeout here.
Yeah, that's all right. Give them.
Yep.
Was it our timeout or their timeout?
I thought they signaled this way.
This
Timeout.
Oh, yeah,
Canes.
they did.
So we still have our timeout. 1:15 remaining here in the contest. This is kind of plays a little bit in the hands of the Fusion because now they get to put the skaters out on the ice that they want to have out on the ice here in the late stages and get the 5 out there they want out there. Everybody gets some rest.
Yeah, but that panic that we just saw that's
Mm-hmm.
the first time we've seen that out of the Canes, and I think the coach wanted to
Settle everything
Yep.
down. They want to get their skaters out there that they want to.
Yep,
so
sure.
kind of the same thing, and that's the situation. That's kind of what you want out there, your best against your best, and that's what we're going to get. 1-goal game, 1 play away from going to overtime. So kind of things tightening up here. Waning moments of this game up in Barron. And once again, this same game, we'll be playing it in 2 weeks up in Hayward. So make sure you stock up on popcorn and your favorite drinks for 2 weeks from now. This Thursday night, it'll be Andrew Nelson, myself, and maybe Eric Withers in Hudson. And try to bring you that action from Hudson Thursday night. Should be a fun game as well. Another Big Rivers Conference contest. So the Fuse will come on the ice. And looks like they got Middle out there with Kivel and Jane Volgren. And it'll be Adams and Holdorf defensively. Canes. They'll take the draw. Looks like who's going to go to the dot here? Duncan will go to the dot for the Canes. They've got Springer back on the blue line. Jane Volgren with it. 1:12 remaining here. Puck bounces off. Back to Springer. Springer. D to D. Now onto the stick of Duncan. That puck coming down, and it's in the net. Mo Kibble will send that one the length of the ice, and that will give the Fusion the 2-goal lead with under a minute to play. Don't want to say that'll do it, but that's probably going to do it. Less than a minute to play here. Fusion just got to keep that puck over on the other end of the ice, keep Hutchison in the net here, and we'll get out of here with a very hard-fought win. This was a 0-0 game at the end of 2. And this Canes team, we said it coming into the game, you know, maybe not. They have a winning record. I mean, they're not stacking, you know, but they have played a lot of competitive games all season long. We expected this thing to be a tight game, and it was every bit as advertised here tonight. Holdorf with it. Holdorf winds, fires. That one goes up and over the net. 30 seconds to play. Out to middle. Middle. Sends it down deep. Jane Volgren working behind the net. We kind of got middle patrol in the blue line. The D's way back. Nice stick there by Lily Middle. 16 seconds to play. And Kibble will just send it down. 10 seconds to go. That will probably about do it. 7 seconds. Kibble pressuring along the near side boards. 2 seconds. And that'll be your game. So Hayward put up a very strong battle tonight here against the Fusion, but the Fusion able to escape the Barron Ice Center tonight with another victory, a 2-0 win here tonight against the Hayward Hurricanes. Hutchison, great game here tonight. 31 saves on 33 shots. KG, another shutout for her tonight. 16 save shutout for Gustafson. And there was not a lot of shots, but there was some definite, real tough ones in there. Hurricanes with a couple of really big shots from point-blank range, and KG was in there. Some big-time saves, just dropping that glove out on some loose pucks.
And she had some help. She had some help with Volgren there, who tucked that puck away in early. So that was awesome.
Yeah, Jenna Volgren, we're going to credit her with the save tonight as well. If goalies can get assists and goals, why can't skaters get saves? So we're going to give Jenna the save tonight. But just a great hockey game tonight. Both teams definitely shouldn't be hanging their heads. Hayward, again, just a reset. They had a very, very talented squad over the last few years and just kind of got some new players, some new leaders in there and just trying to figure things out. But they are playing some amazing hockey. Like I said, we look at the schedule, and it's just competitive games up and down the ice. They are a really great hockey team, and they had the Fusion kind of on the ropes for trying to figure out how to get the puck to the net. So great hockey game by both teams tonight. Incredible setup. Andy Nelson, Eric Withers. It was a lot of fun tonight, guys, bringing this. Just kind of following the journey this season with Fusion hockey. Kids are playing great.
Yeah, no, it's been a great season, winning season. Games, and that's what makes the season fun, you know. They're finding their synchrony and excited for what's coming. We got some playoff hockey coming up. Games to finish out. I believe we still have to play Eau Claire and Chippewa yet. So that should be
Hudson Thursday too.
Hudson Thursday. So
yeah,
I mean we have
Dupe on Saturday, another tilt with these 2 weeks. So
yeah,
the season is winding down, but there's a lot of fun games coming up, a lot of really tough games, and it's going to put this team to the test as they head into the playoffs. So
for sure,
a lot of fun. Really appreciate it. Adam Lind, Andrew Nelson, thanks for watching tonight. 2-0 Fusion victory. We'll see you Thursday.